Yet another problem with the Camaro. She's fighting me, boys and girls. The heater core is leaking, and it's leaking more and more. You can see where it's running out of the heater box, and it's dripping right here on the ground. And if you look closely at the heater box, you see a little trickle of antifreeze right here. It's been constantly running down the frame. I thought it was the heater hoses, but they're dry. I can rub my finger around them, but it's leaking out of the heater box, and the more it warms up, the more it starts leaking. So it's actually dripping down on top of the header down there, and you can kind of see it on the ground right there, that little drip. So I gotta snatch the heater core out, and I'm finding the only way to get to it is take this inner fender out, because the bolts for the heater box on the inside run up under this inner fender where your blower motor is, and you can't get to them. So it's got all these bolts right here that goes around the box. So it's either pull the inner fender off or pull the whole fender off. So I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot towards the inner fender to get it out. O'Reilly's has it for like 30 bucks. So yet another fun field fact. But at least it's running, it's not smoking anymore, and that's a real small job. I'm in the middle of sandblasting the hood hinges and the fender braces. I got one already sandblasted and primered. Just letting it dry. So kind of cold outside, so we got the heater on, and it's gonna dry it up real fast. So anyway, just another part of the Camaro I gotta take care of. So she's fighting me, but we're getting there. All right. Okay, in order to get to the heater core box bolts that's in the back, I have to remove this inner fender here. This inner fender right here has to come out because I can't get back there to the bolts up in the back. So I had to remove all these bolts here. It's got a couple of them here, and there's some that runs up around the outer edge, but these right here are stripped out. They're just spinning. Well, yeah, that one is. I know this one is. So I'm gonna have to cut that one out. There's a couple right here and another one there. So let's see, can I get that loose without damaging something too bad? I know this upper one, I think this one here, I know it's stripped. Might come out though. Oh, it's stripped. I kind of sprayed some lube on it. I have to cut that one. Grind it somehow. That's right there. Really hit you. Another way to get up in there is here. Guess I could try and cut it with the saws off. Have to fool with this bolt. Try to get the gas up there a little bit. There we go. That better? Should be better. I'll try to cut it again. Let me get some glasses. We'll just cut it off with the grinder. Now I got to tackle this one that's here. I might bring you guys up a little bit more if I can. See that one? That one is right here. And it's also stripped out. Just turn it. We'll have to cut it off too. That bolt is in there. Really need a bigger grinder, though. We got it where we can break it now. There we got it. It's broke, half cut and half the fastener is broke off. So got that one loose. might just be it. Might be able to pull it out of there now. Hopefully. Nope, got one more up on there. Oh, well, then again, was rusted out. There's two bolts right here that needs to come out. Actually, it looks like it's one. Can't tell. Yeah, it's one bolt. Holding it. Actually, it's more than that. That's all this welded together. Really hate to disturb this. There's two bolts over here for the battery. I'm gonna take the battery out. Spray that with some glue. Those are not going to want to come out. The gun got low. Gotta recharge the battery. Heat them up. They're rusted solid in here. Not what I was anticipating. Oh yeah, I can see the heel box good up under here. Just can't get to it. Can't get to it because I can't get those bolts loose. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a couple screws back in there to hold it. And then I'm gonna have to heat these two bolts up here so I can get this fender well all the way out. There's two bolts there. So let me get something to heat that up with, and then I'll get this fender wire out. First, well, yeah, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to do it. I thought maybe I can put the impact in there, but there's not enough room. Alright. So I'm gonna heat these up with this little map gas bottle I got. Hopefully I can get it hot enough to should back right out of there. Right on out of there now. Ooh, kind of smoky. I think it's got some sealant mixed in with it. Let's see if we can heat up the other one. Oh, did it come loose? I thought it came loose. I don't think it did. Well, I think it started loose. I thought it came out. Hopefully it didn't strip. You guys get to see that. Piece of the fender that's rusted off is spinning. Actually, that's not even connected. I'll put some vice grips or something to hold it. There we go. Can we heat up the other one? I might as well put some vice grips on it too. Good enough. Now we're at the heater box. I got to remove that bracket right there. It's like 3 screws, and hopefully I don't have to cut those self locking tabs. They rust out. They rust to the metal, and they don't want to come out with the bolt. But then there's a whole bunch of bolts that holds the heater box in. I got to get those out, unplug the blower motor, and take the heater hoses off, and we'll be right there at the heater core. So I'm gonna take a short break and get back to it. So get this out the way. Alright, so I got all the bolts and the nuts that holds the cover. It's just kind of hanging on there. I got the heater hoses disconnected. So I'm going to pull this cover off. I also got the blower motor disconnected. Oh, this thing's heavy. There we go. Oh man, I can see the rod already. There's the blower cover. There's the heater core. I don't know if you can see that, but it's rotten right here. That white part is. That's where it's been leaking from, right there. So I'm gonna pull it out. Hopefully this is not. Good job. Looks like it's got a tab on the back that holds it. Probably the original heater core. It's never been changed. Oh, it has some little tabs. You have to push in the back side and pry out. Rust. Right on the back here. I really don't like messing with stuff like this because it's a little old. I don't think it's going to come out. I think it's got to come out from the inside of the car. Yep. You gotta go inside the car and pull the rest of the box out. Well, I'm going to have to take some stuff loose on the inside as well. Because the box stretches across up under the dash. I thought it would come out here. You do have to take the inner part off to get to it, but you can't get the heater core out. So, oh boy, let me, I don't know if I can get the camera on the dashboard, but let me see if I can get that out, and then we'll get the heater core out. I don't know why they designed it I thought maybe it would come straight out like that, but you have to pull it out from the inside. Alright, let me go inside. So the only thing inside I had to do was just unhook the defrost vent that goes to the front of the box. I'm able to push the box back a little bit. There is another clip down here at the end that you will have to remove. It's like the clip that was down here on the other end. You stick a screwdriver in there. So hopefully I got enough room to oh, it's got 2 screws holding it. It's 2 8mm screws. Or is it 1? It's 2. So, get it ratchet. Thought this thing was going to be a little bit easier than this. Then I gotta go back and seal around where the box came out so water won't get in. I don't think you hear that on this side, it's mainly on the outside. Hopefully I can angle it and get it up out of there without having to take the whole entire box out. Screws are rusty. Oh, here it is. Don't pull. Ah, it fell. I think it's, oh, I see it. It's right there in the box. Where's the magnet? Right there. One of them. The other one's right above it. Most definitely this is the original heater for it. It has never been changed. Screws are so small. Right now that bracket should come up out of there. There's the bracket. Now, there we go. Look at that sucker there. That's where it's rotted. Right there. Actually, I think it's on the back side. Because it's leaking more towards the back. Oh, I think it's on this side is where it's rotted. See where it's wet right there? So we can throw this turd in the garbage. And we got our new one to put in, which I will get. Sorry about that. Trying to move the camera for you guys. Kind of hard working up under that thing. But anyway, show you guys the new one, the new and approved heater core, which is right here in the box. Drum roll, please. There's our brand new one. So that's the new heater core. Comes with some kind of instructions, Spectra, what it's called, heater core replacement. There's the part number. It's a Murray. Also, when you take the old one out, there's this funky looking seal that goes over the hoses. So it kind of slides over like that, and it covers that bracket, so you can't see it. You have to take this out. But I'm gonna get the heater box all cleaned up and get the outside cleaned up. Clean it out as much as I can, and then we will get this thing put back together. I guess what I need to do is scrape off all that old sealant the best way I can. It's in the heater box. I'm scared to reach. Some leads. Real wet in here. Luckily it didn't rust it out. Mainly on the backside it's just carpet. It's just carpety stuff. It's kind of soaked, but it will dry. But we need to get all this crap off. That's just that old sealant stuff they put on there. So I guess while this is pushed back, it'd be best to go ahead and clean it so it won't fall off in there. If it does fall in the heater box, I can take the vacuum and suck it out. Let me get a scraper. Gummy bag here. We'll seal it up real nice. Get all this off. See that? Close. Oops, a little bit too close. It's hard work about this thing here. Oop. It's just falling off of it. Scrape all this old stuff off. I'm going to put all these keep the water out. It's only in this area here. don't want to bore you out with the scraping. Let me get all that cleaned off and then we'll get back on it. So I got all the gasket, well not gasket, but old sealant and stuff cleaned off. Got the new heater core installed. And over here, this is the blower motor. Heater core 1000. I'll get you guys, yeah. So I got it all cleaned off and I'm putting new sealant on it. I'm using this window well stuff. I found it works pretty good. It's the 3M kind. I'm just going to put a small bead on here. Not too crazy. Just enough just to keep the water out. The stuff that was on there was just old and brittle. I mean, it just fell right off. Didn't have to really do no real big scrub on it, but I need to take the nozzle off of here. I think I got a hole too small in it, but we're going to get a good bead on there. Don't want to go too crazy with this stuff because it will harden up hard as a rock. And it'll be hard to get this thing back off if you have to change the heater core again. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it, just a pretty good bead around it, like I said, because I've used this stuff on a mirror. I had a mirror one time that fell off of a car, and it was actually the review mirror that goes on the windshield. It just kept falling off, and I went and got the review mirror glue, cleaned it off several times. So I put some of this on there, cleaned it off, put some of this on back of that mirror, the little metal part that holds the mirror to the windshield, and man, it hardened up, and it ain't fell off this day. And I can tell you what car it is. It's actually my Mark 1 Mustang. It kept falling off, so after I put some of this on there, it was a wrap. So anyway, I think I got a pretty good enough bead on there. Just gonna put a little bit more. I'll say that would do it. Now you can reuse this stuff. I usually just get me a little cap off of like a silicone tube, put it at the end of it, and I keep it inside the house to keep it, you know, at room temperature, not outside, because I had some outside one time and it hardened up in the winter, so it'll be going back in. So now let's go over to the car. We're going to stick it back on, and I put some silicone, some of that clear silicone around the gasket where the pipes come through, and that'll help seal it up once the box get up there tight, and keeps water from leaking into that past the gasket down into the car. So hopefully that seals that up. I was going to use the window well, but that stuff, like I said, if you use it It's just too hard to get back off. I mean, you will have to scrape it off and you'll probably mess that seal up. So let's get you guys over here. So we'll go ahead and stick the box back on. That should pull up there tight. Get it tight down. There we go. I'm gonna wipe some of this excess silicone off here. Probably gonna pull the paint on it anyway. I kind of want to overkill, but don't want the water getting in there. Has that seal. Okay. Makes me think I'm putting on an oil pan or something. Get down here with it. Something ain't right there. Looks like the tubes is one tube there. We're gonna have to bend that one tube over so not lining up right. Gently bend it. A little bit. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more silicone on it. I mean, oil, just to be safe, especially around the area where the tubes come out. Just a little bit more. Especially around the screw holes, I'm going to put some on the top part. Alright, now let's see what should go on there. Get out of here. Ooh, sorry. Well, not all in the way. Stuff is... There we go. There we go. Now I just need to get some screws in it. I'm sorry if I was blocking. One of them. Get a screw on the backside. Now these screws are different. to hold it. Hold it right there. Whew. Putting that on is a booger. For some reason, watch. Bring it up on. For some reason. Sticking out. I gotta find out screw. This one here, for some reason, not all the way out on one here. Let's push up some. Let's just put this here for now. And let me find the 7/16 socket. Which it fell somewhere. I don't know where it went. Had a deep well. And I found it. Just enough to get it screwed back up there. Look at that one with a washer on it. Missing some screws. Wondering. That one right there. Nope. So I've misplaced the screws somewhere in here, so let me find those and then I'll get it buttoned up and we'll go from there. Alright folks, I got the cover all sealed up. I went around the edges of it and put some around the edges, around the seams where it bolts to the firewall, just for extra protection. And also I put some around the pipes that's sticking out. I wiped off the excess clear and I put some around it. And there was like about a thumbnail whip gap going on the top of here up under this fender. And I remember when I scraped it off, it had like a real thick coating of it. So I squeezed some down in there and then I tightened it up flush. So now the new heater core is installed And now the fun part is getting the fender well back on. Alright, so now I got the hood on the Camaro. I know I said before I was going to be done with it, but I got to put these Camaro rally rims on it. He got brand new tires for them. I think there's one already on the car. Those are the all seasons, what is that, Douglas all seasons 215/60 R15s, and it's on the these are like the Camaro SS Monte Carlo old school rims with the little hubcap. And also I'm going to put this universal reservoir bottle. It don't have a reservoir bottle to catch the antifreeze, or you can add the antifreeze for the radiator, so I'm going to be putting that in. And also we did a little dressing up under the hood. Put that right there. Got this nice Chevy air cleaner on there. It says Chevrolet on it. Now it's kind of dark. And I've been cleaning up under here. Got our fender braces back on. I think he's going to paint the hood the same color as the car, so they're probably going to be taking it back off. So that's why I didn't worry about painting it. It really needs to be sandblasted or sanded. But we got our windshield washer bottle in, and she's looking good. She's looking real good. So I'm going to put that new reservoir bottle in. This says Chevrolet. I think I'm going to put the reservoir bottle right here on the fender, where this hose off the radiator go over to it, and should be done. He's supposed to pick it up and get it on to the muffler shop. So we're gonna finally wrap this chapter up. So I get the wheels on it and I'll show you guys how the wheels look. Alright, so I have the Camaro rims on it now. I didn't put the center caps on because he only gave me one. I only got two on this side. And I have installed the new coolant reservoir bottle. So it's installed nice and neat. I already got some little antifreeze in the hose. This side don't look the same because it's still got those other type of rims on it. So she is all buttoned up and she's ready to go home, fellas. And that's going to be a wrap. So maybe next time we see this thing, it'll be nice and painted and at a car show somewhere. So that's about it. So just stay tuned in. We got more stuff coming. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I got the rally wheels on. Rally wheels. I got the rally wheels on. That's kind of hard to say, kind of fast. And I have the new coolant reservoir bottle installed on the fender. It's nice and neat. Don't have the center caps on them. I got one center cap he brought me. So now it looks like a Camaro, as you can see. So that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Next time you see this thing, it'll probably be at a car show, nice and painted up. And it'll be a young lady driving it, because this is a young lady's car. So she's gonna be nice and neat under the hood. Nice paint, and she's gonna be winning some trophies. Cruising. On this side, it's still got the other rims, which he only brought me 2, but he's gonna put those on. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the Camaro. Thank you, subscribers who have subscribed here lately, and just stay tuned. There's more to come. All right. Just one more look at it with the hood down, and here's a full view of the side with the rally wheels on it. And now she looks like a Camaro. So, one last look. All right, y'all.